the MEXT Teacher Scholarship or MEXT Teachers Training Program. Okay, so of course, when we talk about MEXT in Japan, is the Ministry of Education, right? So we have like 7 scholarships coming from the Ministry of Education in Japan, and so one of them is for specifically for teachers. So this video is for those teachers that are interested in this training, this scholarship. So first, let's look at the requirements. So it says you must be under 35 years of age and a graduate of a college or teacher training college. So this is the one that requires you to be a teacher and a graduate of a college. So when we say college here, of course, our universities in Nigeria can serve as a college. And you must have at least 5 years of active experience as a teacher in a primary, secondary, or teacher training college in your country. So not as a lecturer, all right? So if you go to the site, it's there specifically that university lecturers are not, this program is not for them. So this is in training, in service training for teachers, just a global experience. So I tried to describe it a little bit. So I said it's a sole research training for teachers all over the world, and so just see it as an opportunity to be an ambassador of the Nigerian education system. If you don't know, or if you're not equipped with what the Nigerian education system entails, so this is an opportunity for you to go back, gather more information, grab the knowledge as much as you can. Also be good with the culture, beliefs, and heritage of your people, because you are going to be in the midst of teachers, great minds coming from different countries, and you are to talk about your country, Nigeria. So you have to have a good knowledge of your country, and you'll be privileged to exchange these beliefs, these cultural practices, be proud about it with other nationals. And amidst the global exchange lies the captivating and interesting Japan's educational system, which is the main reason why you are going there. So what is the time frame for this training? Application for this training starts every December and ends most likely last day of January. Sometimes it could be the first week of February. So from now, the next application is going to be in December 2025 this year, and hopefully end by January or February 2026, depending on what you have in your country. So it's not just Nigeria, it's happening in other countries too. So you have to be visiting the website, which I'm going to insert. So what are the requirements again? We already mentioned it, but just a quick one first. Minimum of 5 years postgraduation teaching experience, meaning that some friends or some that have come to my DM said, oh, I thought before I graduated, hopefully that can count, right? Like, no, it says upon graduation 5 years teaching experience, then maximum age of 35 years, proof of employment to show that you were employed by a primary, secondary, or teacher college, and then letter of attestation from your current supervisor is needed. It could be the director of your school, it could be your supervisor, anyone is okay. And then we talk about academic transcripts. So be it diploma, postgraduate diploma in education, BSc, anyone, master's, PhD, please, any degree you have acquired so far, be sure to attach or request the academic transcript to be sent to the embassy in Abuja. Why I'm stating this is this: I advise my candidates or applicants, if this cannot be sent before the deadline of the application, please do not apply. Yes, because it is mandatory. Alright, don't go spending your time and energy when this cannot be made available. So before you commence your application process, contact your school contact person and ensure that it can be sent within the application time. Then of course your research plan is needed. Be sure to come up with a concern you want to study about Japan. It could be a concern. Most people say they are fascinated about technology in Japan, or the advancement, modernization, whatever is okay. So a research plan, I just want to talk about it a little bit, but depending on you, if you make the request, we can do a video solely on research plan for this program. So when we talk about research plan, it's not like the research proposal that is elaborate that we do in school. Some people will start to talk about their sample, methodology, all those that are needed, literature review, try to make it elaborate. No. So this is just a 1-page or 2-page document that is needed from you. Is going to be inserted or embedded in the application form. So just a half-page or 3/4 page that will be provided for you to paste it. So you agree with me that you don't need to write much, okay? Just come up with 1 page or maximum of 1.5 of what you want to learn or study about Japan's education system. Is it about their early childhood or child psychology or education policies and laws, whatever, depending on your subject combination or area of specialization, and what problem do you want to solve in Nigeria when you return. Or usually, most times it's common to see people intending to carry out a comparative study of a major concern or a teaching method. So it could be comparison of how we do it in Nigeria and versus how they do it here in Japan. Anyone is okay. Come up with your plan. Usually the first paragraph could be an overview of what you want to talk about. The next paragraph could be capturing the problem you want to solve when you return, right? The next paragraph could be talking about your research experience so far and achievements, right? And then you could conclude with giving, or let's say trying to prove home ties this time around, concluding with, oh, having done this, when I return, I will do this, I will do that. Try to make it connect and link. Especially remember, you are having a document that is the one from your supervisor that is going to talk about what you have done so far as a teacher in that particular school. If you can, try to link it with your research plan. Oh, I've achieved this, I've achieved that. When I return, I intend to work on this kind of enhancing or reformation process this time around, because this is a pet project you have started before. Now when you return, you're going to make it bigger or you're going to make it better. Just try to link up your plan. With that, you can be able to prove a good point, right? So I also tried to jot some points here. So I said that I've thought about the transcript and then confirm eligibility for 5 years teaching experience upon graduation. Okay, so most times we have good applicants, but they just graduated from the university, so they do not have this 5 years post-graduation teaching experience. It's very necessary, so try to confirm that eligibility and then fill out the application form electronically. In the website, it is clearly stated, so try to follow the instructions, right? And also I suggest that the letter of recommendation, there's a form for it in the site, a document that will be provided in the site. I will advise, let it serve as a guide. Many candidates will prefer to take that to the supervisor to fill, but most times the space provided tend to be insufficient for the information they want to pass across. So I will advise you use that as a guide and develop a letter this time around, not a form. So if in that form there are columns for skills, competencies, it means in your supposed letter of recommendation, let your supervisor talk about your competence, your skills, just as is listed in that form. So like I said, let it be a guide. If you can, try to develop this letter by yourself and take it to your supervisor, because most times they are too busy to do what you actually require. So once they can confirm that what you have written, you actually did them, you achieved them, these are ways that you help the school. Trust me, it will make your request to be easier and possible for them to do. Okay, carry it out, and then ensure your research plan is brief, direct, and relates with what is stated in your recommendation letter. Avoid repetition, especially unnecessary repetitions. Try to personalize it. Many times, now at this point, let's talk about AI, ChatGPT. It's okay to use it, but as a guide. Alright? If you need a guide for anything you're writing, you could use it as a guide. But please, once it guides you, make your story, personalize it, and make it yours. Alright? So in this case, avoid unnecessary repetition that most times you get to a paragraph of a document, you're seeing, I'm a problem solver, this, that. No. Can you try? I advise, try to state a problem that you solved, or an achievement, or what you did to show that you are a problem solver. It sells more than just stating. If anybody can state, oh, I'm a problem solver, I'm creative, I'm productive. Can you try to state these things in your research plan, in your recommendation letter briefly? Then you are good to go. So let me know in the comment section if you need a video on how to write a good research plan or any of the document requested. Okay, so having said this, excuse me, I believe it can actually guide you to package your documents. Our advice, be careful at every stage of this application, especially the first one. For me, it's the most important, because if you lose it, you are out. So for this video, I've tried to introduce this program. I've tried to talk about how to package your application, all the required documents. Please follow them vividly, carefully, and provide all. So you're going to see the number of documents that will be requested. Please make them available. Package them in your envelope, send through DHL. I recommend DHL still. If you have another one, is okay, you can use, but make sure it gets to the embassy on or before the deadline. Your transcript should not be sent alongside those documents. Remember, it should be stated that it should be sent directly from your school to the embassy, confidentially and sealed, bearing your details. So please request that the school does this. If the school says, oh, we are busy, depending on the time frame, sometimes I've seen a case that is being given to the candidates sealed. Please seal it, address and send separately through DHL. I recommend DHL. Try to see that you do, or you play your role right, package your application and send it out. Do yours, and trust me, the embassy in Abuja, they still do a very good job. So noble. And if you are eligible, you will be contacted. Good luck. I'm rooting for you. Remember to give us a thumbs up, subscribe and like and share.